Welcome back, guys. Today we are attempting rotting oranges. This is the problem number 994 in lead code. So in this question, they'll give us a graph, and each cell of that graph can have three different type of values. Either it may have an empty cell, or either it may have a fresh orange, either it may have a rotten orange. So now what will happen in this question is that every minute, any fresh orange that is adjacent to a rotten orange becomes rotten. So it only happens four directionally. What we mean by that is a rotten orange can only convert fresh oranges to a rotten state if it lies on its top, bottom, left, or right sides. Only in these four sides. Okay. If it was a direction, then we would have considered the diagonal position also, but this is only four direction. Okay. So what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to return the minimum amount of time that is required so that we can convert all the fresh oranges into a rotten state. Okay. But if it is impossible, then we have to return -1. So when will it be impossible? If there's a fresh orange that is completely isolated, where no rotten orange can reach. So at that time we won't be able to convert all the fresh oranges into rotten state, so we just return -1. Okay, so let's try to understand it by an example. What happens is, so we only have initially, this was the initial state of that graph of that grid. Okay, so initially we only had one rotten orange, right? So after 1 minute, what happened is it sort of like uh, it's sort of like spread that it's rotten state, and it converted this orange and this orange into a rotten form. Okay, and after 1 minute they spread their neighbors, so think of it like corona also, but they spread their neighbors, and this acted like a chain reaction, and after at the end of 4 minutes, all the fresh oranges are now in the rotten state. Okay, so here we have another example two. So the thing is, in this example there is a orange in the bottom left corner that is never rotten, because since rotting only happens in four directions, if you try to picturize it, it is sort of like in an isolated position where none of the rotten state can reach. So that is done. And in example 3, 0 2, we don't have any one, which means that there is no fresh orange. So if there is no fresh orange, it means that we have already converted all the oranges into rotten state, so the answer is just 0. Okay, so now let's try to solve this. The first thing that comes to my mind is I can actually solve this question in only 3 steps. So first, what we'll do is we'll try to categorize the oranges into either fresh state or rotten state. So let's start with the coding part directly. So I'll just try to write my steps so it becomes more easier to understand. So I'll categorize them into fresh and rotten state, and what I'll do is, and I'll actually and sorry, not a store, and I'll store their coordinates so I can access them whenever I want, right? So for that, what do I need? I think I'll use dictionary. If you are using C++, you can use map also. Okay, so fresh and rotten. Yeah. So now let's try to actually traverse throughout that whole grid. Okay, so for I in range of len of grid, right, and for j in range of what, len of maybe grid of I. Yeah, I think that will do it. So yeah, now what we do, we check whether what is the value of that cell. So if that if that grid ij is equal to let's say 1, if it is equal to 1, then it means that yeah, it is a fresh orange. Okay, if it is a fresh orange, then what I do is I just store their value fresh ij in map. Yeah, I just store it into a map. Done. Otherwise otherwise if there are three possibilities. It can also be an empty cell, but there is no use of empty cell for me, so I'll just discard the empty cell. Okay, so if grid I j equals to not 2, if equals to 3, what I'll do is I'll just store them into uh, basically in my rotten map, rotten dictionary. So I'm just trying to store the initially coordinates, so I if I want, I can access them. Okay, now what is the second step? I checking whether there is any fresh orange present. Why am I doing this? Why am I checking? Because if I don't, then the rest of the activity will be meaningless. If there is no fresh orange, then just return 0 and get it over with, right? So let's start. uh well, I think for that I don't need to do much. If the length of fresh, if it is equal to 0, then just return 0. Yeah, done with this. And now let's start. Now what will my last step? My last step will be I have to keep rotting all the fresh oranges until none are left. You can do that using DFS or a BFS. It's totally up to you. I'll use BFS because that way it will be, move faster. So let's just actually, write it up. So keep rotting until none are left. Okay, so actually, fresh oranges. Yeah, so for this, I think I'll need a few variable. Firstly, my time, how much time I have utilized, that will be the thing that I'll return. And since I can only traverse into four direction, it's four direction, right? So I need to actually create a few sort of directions. So in which directions I can move. So firstly, I can move into top, bottom, left, right. So I'll just I'll just write such coordinates. And if I add that to my initial to my current location, then I am successfully able to move to my top, bottom, left, or right side. So suppose, just for a second, think that you are at I comma j, right? Just add any of these coordinates and you'll move to the respective position of top, bottom, left, or right. Yeah. So -1 0 and 0 -1, right? Okay. So this is these are all the directions in which I have to move: top, bottom, left, and right. Okay. So yeah, let's start. First, so I've said that I'll keep them rotting until I'll keep rotting my fresh oranges until none are left, right? So while len of fresh is greater than zero, and keep this in mind that there's another condition we have to check this also, that is there a fresh orange that is isolated. So for that, what I'll do is I'll actually use uh, a temporary dictionary. Okay, this will store that uh, how many oranges I've rotten in this particular iteration. If there is an iteration in which I don't rot any orange, then it means that there are fresh oranges, because we are still in the loop, but we are not able to rot them. So it will denote that they are isolated. So you just have to write a -1. So yeah, now I'll just for let's say for coordinates in rotten. So now what I'll do is I'll get the coordinates of the rotten oranges. Okay, since I have to convert all the since I have to convert the neighbors of all the rotten oranges into rotten state. So yeah, so you know what I'm doing is basically I just take the coordinate of the first rotten orange. Okay, I just take the coordinate of the first rotten orange, and then I just move to all of its I just move to all of its directions, for direction and directions. Okay, and after that, what I do is firstly, what will be my I, and my I will be let my I will be sorry my I will be the coordinates of I plus direction of I. And similarly, uh, I'm sorry, not I, actually it should be 0. The first denote the x axis, right? So, and yeah, similarly the things will be for j, and it will be 1 and it will be 1. Yeah, so now I have my new coordinates I and j, right? So I'll just check that now I have a new coordinate, that yes, this is the neighbor of a fresh orange. Now I check that is this coordinate of some sort of fresh orange. If this is the coordinate of a fresh orange, then what do? I just remove them from my fresh orange dictionary. Why? Because now they are rotten. If they are if they are neighbor of the rotten orange, and after 1 minute, they will get converted into rotten state, right? So delete them from the fresh ij, and yeah, actually add them into your cur rot, because you need to check that have you actually converted any of the new fresh oranges into rotten state. So cur rot ij. Okay, yeah, this I think I am done now. I The only thing that I need to check is that if length of my cur rot, which means that if in this iteration I have not converted any of fresh orange into rotten, then I just return -1. Okay, because why I have written -1, because we went into the loop, which means that the length of fresh was not 0, but still we were not able to convert any single fresh orange into rotten state, which means that there are fresh orange present, but they are isolated. So uh, you can't do anything about them, so just return -1. Okay, and now in order to optimize this, what I'll do is rotten will become cur rot, and time will become +1. Why did I do this? Because just for an example, let's say this particular fresh orange at 0 comma 0, right? We have a fresh orange at 0 comma 0. Now after 1 minute, see, after 1 minute it has converted its neighbor. After 1 minute, it has converted its neighbor, that is 0 1 and 1 0, into rotten state, right? So the thing is, it has already done its work. There is no point on keep checking for this particular rotten orange again and again. It has already done its work. So now what we need to do is we need to check for its for the freshly turned rotten oranges. We just need to check for them, okay? Because the previous rotten oranges, they have done their work, so they can't, rot any more oranges. They have already turned their neighbors into rotten, so yeah, they're done with their work. So what I do is I simply remove them from my rotten state, and I just I make my rotten equals to rot, which means that the freshly newly turned rotten oranges, they are now my new rotten dictionary, because now the new changes they'll be made by these. Okay, so rotan equals to rot, time plus equals to 1. Yeah. So this way I'm actually, even if I don't do this, even if I just, I just add my rot to my rotan, then what I'll do is I'll just, actually I'm slowing my code. So there's no need for that. I'll just rotan equals to rot, done with that. And at the end, I'll just return my time. Yeah. So I think that is my code. Now I'll try to run this. Yeah. So it passed the test cases. Now let's try to submit it. Okay. Okay. So it successfully works. We'll try to submit it again, just to see if we get a faster runtime. But again, we get a 52 ms. So is this the best that we can do? Fingers crossed. 48 ms, yes, 87.59%. One last try, 52 ms. Okay, so this was my solution for oranges rotting. I'll just give a brief again. We just categorize them into rotten and fresh. We just stored their coordinates, and after that we check that is there a fresh orange present or not. So if there is a fresh orange present, then sorry, if there is no fresh orange present, we just return 0, which means that there is no need for doing the rest of the code. Okay, and after that what we do is, for every rotten oranges, we just traverse to all of its neighbor, and we remove them from the fresh dictionary, denoting that they are not fresh anymore, and we add them to the rotten dictionary. Okay, and if we are successfully able to convert all of the fresh oranges into rotten state, then we just return the time, and yeah, we are done. So yeah, this was the complete code, and thank you.